So you're sick of pumpkin spice, you've overdone apples, what's left? What you need is pears, the forgotten autumn fruit. And what happens when you take those pears, mix them with brandy, baking spices, and steep it all together? You get what is quite possibly the ultimate autumn liqueur. What's up, home bartenders? Today we're making homemade spiced pear liqueur, and it's a lot easier than you think. You ready? Let's do it.
All right, we're gonna start by chopping up about 2 or 3 pears, depends how big they are, but make sure they're nice and ripe. You want juicy pears. And we're gonna split half a vanilla bean to expose those seeds. Okay, let's start assembling into a bag. We're gonna try to put all your chunks of pear. For our spirit here, we want about 400 ml. I'm going half vodka, half brandy or cognac. You can really do whatever you want, but nothing too strong because pear is a pretty delicate flavor. We don't want anything to overpower. Okay, up next, we're gonna do some sugar. I'm only doing 2 tablespoons of sugar here. We can adjust the sweetness afterwards. We want a piece of fresh ginger. I'm actually using candied ginger because that's what I had, but it works. A cinnamon stick, our vanilla bean that we split, 3 orange peels, 2 whole cloves, and finally, just a little bit of grated nutmeg. Okay, now as always, I'm going to cook this sous vide, so I'm going to shrink wrap it and drop it in the water bath at 135 for about 2 hours. If you don't want to do that, you can put everything in a jar and let it sit at room temperature for about 5 days to a week. All right, 2 hours later, and we are ready to strain through a nut milk bag or a cheesecloth. And since a lot of that liquid gets trapped in the pieces of pear, we really want to squeeze it all out. Don't worry about little chunks getting through. We're going to strain a second time later.
Nice pear flavor. It is strong because we didn't dilute with any water. So we could add a little bit of sugar syrup to this. Some of the pear chunks made it through the bag, but that's okay. We're gonna strain it a second time. I think I might give it a touch of simple syrup. Maybe like half an ounce. Yeah, nice pear flavor. The brandy, the vodka still comes through. Going half vodka, half brandy is the way to go. If it was just brandy, that pear would probably get completely wiped out. It's delicious. Let's strain it a second time and bottle it.
So this second strain was through a coffee filter and it took considerably longer. You probably don't have to do that. A cheesecloth again is probably fine, but that's what we did. And we got it strained through, and of course we slapped on that sexy label, and there it is, our finished spiced pear liqueur.
All right, so it's been strained into the bottle. It's had time to mellow a little bit. Let's give it the official tasting. Oh yeah. So pear is a more subtle flavor, but we're definitely getting lots of it here. And those spices, they're not overpowering the pear. They're sprinkled in nicely. The brandy is there, but it's not overpowering. Glad we went half-half. It is strong because we didn't water this down. Obviously we got some juice extracted from the pears, but we didn't add any water to this. So it's got a kind of a syrupy texture, but it does still have a fairly high ABV. Well, that's really good, guys. I'm really happy with this. Stay tuned because we're gonna be making some cocktails in a future episode using our spiced pear liqueur. So make sure you smash that subscribe button, hit that little bell so you're notified when that video comes up. In the meantime though, if you wanna see our entire playlist of fall cocktails, check out this playlist right here. If you wanna see how to make spiced rum, another great fall liqueur, check out this video right here. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.